Freddy Krueger's favorite bedtime stories. And this one's a dream. My kind of dream. The kind you don't wake up from. So listen.
When I opened my eyes, I thought I was having a nightmare. I couldn't remember who I was, where I'd been. Suddenly, I was just here, where sulphurous air hung thick in a blood-red haze. And then I noticed the creaking of wood. I was inside a ship of some kind, a hideous slave galley, miles long, filled with row upon row of heaving bodies. And I was one of them, naked, sweating, bound in heavy chains, rowing rhythmically and endlessly to a slow, agonizing beat. Our warders walked among us, tall and terrible, faceless beneath their hooded robes. I heard a scream, and I saw them drag a prisoner to the middle of the ship, chaining his wrists to the ceiling. And then with barbed wire whips, they began to flay the skin from his bones, exposing every nerve ending as his body thrashed and twisted like raw meat in the air. Finally, they dragged his lifeless hulk back to the oars, and suddenly I knew the past. I saw myself in someone else's house, their money in my pockets, their blood on my hands, then the police, the bullets, a sudden burst of pain in my chest, and was this some sort of prison? I looked over at the flayed man, and in horror, I saw that his skin was whole again, and he was rowing, his hollow eyes resigned to an eternity of unrelenting torment. An eternity. Yes, I was in prison, but with no windows, no bars, no escape, sailing the seas of my very own hell forever and ever and ever.
This sounds like one hell of a pleasure cruise. I'll see you tomorrow. What's the matter? Missed the beginning of my story? Then hang on, because it's coming around again. Over the meadow and to the woods, to Freddy's house we go. But sometimes it's better to stay on the road.
Late one night in the rustic backwoods of Tennessee, a young couple lay huddled and out of breath among the thick weeds of an open field.
Do you think he's gone? Of course he's gone, Michael. He just wanted to scare us, that's all.
With a chainsaw? I'd say that's overdoing it, Linda.
Oh, you practically ran him off the road. He's probably just a local farmer. For all he knows, we could have been trying to kill him.
Well, I didn't mean to. He was the one hogging up the whole road with his damn pickup truck. I just wanted to pass him. How did I know the road was going to curve like that? Anyway, I'm the one who got the flat tire trying to stop.
Maybe we should go find him and apologize and see if he can give us a ride to the nearest town.
Are you nuts? The dumb okie came at us with a chainsaw, for Christ's sakes. And did you hear that creepy laugh of his? I'm telling you, Linda, there's something about being way out in the country that brings out the wacko in people.
Come on, Michael. You've seen too many horror movies. Just relax.
What was that?
What?
I thought I heard something.
In blind terror, Michael started running madly through the field, the tall weeds whipping his face as he tried to block out the sounds of Linda's screams. He had to get to the road, had to get some kind of help. He had to put 1,000,000 miles between himself and that madman. Suddenly he could see the road up ahead. There was the pickup truck. Michael prayed that the keys were still in the ignition. He glanced over his shoulder as his feet hit the pavement. No sign of that madman or his chainsaw. Michael turned and reached for the truck. Suddenly, the door blew open.
Now that's what I call a ripping yarn. Call me tomorrow, or I'll give that guy with a friendly laugh your address. If you have not heard this entire message, please hold on. It will repeat. There's always fear when Freddy's here. Oh, it's you. You got a lot of guts calling me again. And I'm going to spill them all over your bedroom floor if you don't make it through today's tale.
In a desolate warehouse on the edge of town, a lone figure steps cautiously into the basement laboratory of Dr. Colin Crane.
Colin? Colin, are you in there?
Go away.
Colin, is that you? I can hardly see you in this light.
Go away, Robert.
Colin, you've got to listen to me. You're a desperately sick man, Colin. Glandular cancer is nothing to play with. You've got to give up this idea of curing yourself. There's no time left to test that new serum of yours.
But it works, Robert.
What?
The serum, it works.
Good God, man, you didn't test it on yourself.
A desperately sick man will do anything, Robert. I injected the serum straight into my neck. You wouldn't believe how quickly it worked. It restructured the whole gland. In 6 hours, the cancer was gone. But there was one small side effect.
Colin, I just can't believe it. Oh, my God.
Robert looked up in horror as a grotesque, towering figure lumbered toward him out of the shadows.
Yes, Robert, it changed me. My senses are on fire, hungry for new stimuli. I'm feeding on every color I see, every sound I hear, on the very air around me.
Colin, listen to me. You've got to get some help. You've got to get... Oh! Colin, put me down. You're choking me.
Yes, Robert, it's all coming clear to me. I need something new to satisfy my senses. I need something new to fulfill this terrible hunger. I need you, Robert.
No! Colin, no! Oh, my God! Colin! Colin!
Bon appetit! Remember, call me back tomorrow, or I might get hungry for you. If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat. Freddy says it's time to get back in the saddle again, with tales that'll turn your stomach inside out. Of course, I can always do that for you. If you don't make it through today's story, listen.
It's late in the evening and you're standing on a remote beach in the West Indies digging for a fortune in gold. A week ago when you met Charlie Perkins in the hotel bar, you thought he was just another nut with a phony treasure map. But then you asked around and found out that long ago there was an old pirate's treasure buried somewhere on the island. And legend had it that the pirate captain himself slit the throats of all the crewmen who buried the chest so no one could reveal its location. There was even supposed to be a native curse on the chest because of its murderous history. But regardless of the myth, everything you discovered pointed to the treasure being very real. So maybe good old Charlie wasn't a nut after all, just a friendly, drunken soul who wanted someone to share the work and the wealth. He didn't know you'd like to share. So one night you killed Charlie, snuck up on him in his sleep and smashed his head in with a shovel. Then you chopped up his body and buried him in the sand. And now you're digging. The golden light of sunset burns your face as you cut into the wet sand. Suddenly your shovel clanks against metal. The chest. Charlie was right. Chuckling with greed, you open the heavy iron lid and peer inside. But your eyes widen with horror as you see Charlie's bloody head staring up at you, laughing. And then suddenly the lid slams down across your neck.
Well, two heads are better than one. More terror awaits you when you call me back tomorrow. What's the matter? Missed the beginning of my story? Then hang on, because it's coming round again. Freddy's home. Hey, you. You know what bugs me? Kids always thinking that Mommy and Daddy are going to save them from Freddy. But you know, they almost never do. In fact, sometimes.
On a sticky gray Sunday afternoon, little Billy Evans ran into his house carrying a strange golden box under his arm. He found his parents sitting quietly in the living room reading the newspaper.
Mom, Dad, look what I found buried in the backyard under the old elm tree.
What you got there, Slugger?
What do you think it is, Doctor?
I don't know, Elaine. It's like some kind of ornate safety deposit box, but I've never seen one like this before. It almost looks medieval.
Now, Billy, you know what I've told you about not picking up strange things from the ground.
I bet it's worth a lot of money, Dad. I'll bet it's all solid gold inside.
I don't know, Roger. It might belong to somebody.
Well, I don't see any harm in opening it, darling.
Oh, all right.
Billy looked up in anticipation as his parents peered cautiously into the thick metal lid. Instantly, their faces were bathed in a sparkling green light.
Roger, it's so bright I can't see.
It's not just light, Elaine. I can feel it. It's like jelly, cold and slimy, covering me, smothering me.
Oh, help me, Roger. I can't breathe.
Billy watched in horror as his parents fell crashing to the floor. Green tendrils of light wrapping around them like oozing fingers, peeling off flesh and bone until their bodies fell apart into a sticky red pool.
Mommy! Daddy!
Sparkling green, it hovered for a moment like a cloud over the steam puddle, and then it moved quickly towards him.
No! Get away from me! No, let go of me! Let go of my legs! Please help me!
Some kids never learn. You can't get away from terror when Freddy's around. Oh, you didn't hear my entire story? Want to go round again? Then stay tuned. Freddy Krueger here, your master of ceremonies for today's tale. And this one's a real hair-raiser, so turn off the lights and listen closely.
I remember it happened during the war, late one night in the deep of winter. I was walking alone through the black woods. The moon hung full and yellow over the treetops, yet I was late. God, I hated being late, especially in those dangerous times. And suddenly a German soldier jumped out from behind a tree, jabbing his bayonet into my arm. I fell backwards, howling in pain. He laughed and raised the rifle to my forehead. Yes, his kind had killed many of my fellow countrymen, calling us gypsies and vagrants, slaughtering us like cattle. Suddenly, a huge beast pounced from out of the dark, ripping at the soldier's throat with drooling fangs. The soldier grabbed vainly at his rifle while the creature bit and tore its muscle and flesh. I could see the blood spurting in tiny red fountains onto the pale moonlit snow. The soldier finally stopped thrashing, his life's breath gurgling out of the jagged gash under his chin. I looked down gratefully at the werewolf, and then at last I saw the hair rising on my arms and legs, the warmth of the moonlight finally changing my body into its natural form, and I began to feed of the fresh meat of the dead soldier. God, I hated being late, especially in those dangerous times.
Better late than never. But it'll be too late for you if you don't call back tomorrow. If you have not heard this entire message, please hold on. It will repeat. You're back again? Well, come to Freddy. Yes, I want your soul and your heart, unless you can make it through today's story.
Look at that, Tom. Another one. Almost stripped to the bone. Is this some new form of cattle mutilation? What kind of sicko could do that?
Hell, Ryan, I ain't never seen nothing that disgusting done to a cow before. It's practically shredded. Sure weren't no coyote, I'll tell you that.
There's something about this stretch of land, Tom. Seems we've been losing a few head every night since we started moving our cattle across here. Can't figure it.
Well, it's getting too dark to see anything now. I reckon we'd better get back to... Oh, there, quick. Shine your flashlight over there, Ryan.
Jesus, what are those things?
They look like some kind of prairie dog.
Prairie dog. They got fangs like a mountain lion. Poor heifer's being ripped to pieces.
Give me the rifle. They sure as hell burrow into the ground like prairie dogs. Did you see them disappear? Come on, let's take a look. Check out those holes, Ryan. They seem to be spread out all across the range, at least as far as my flashlight can carry.
Tom, look at this old sign I found over by those shrubs. See the date? This place was a goddamn nuclear test site back in the 50s.
Test site? Then you were right, Ryan. It is the land. And them things out there that used to be prairie dogs are now...
Tom, the horses.
Damn it, get even! Darkness, them horses is as good as dead.
How are we going to get out of here? Those things are all around.
We'll have to make a run for it.
A run for it? Now, how in hell are we going to make a run? Oh, my leg! Jesus, Ryan, they're coming out of town! They're coming out! Oh!
Help me, Tom! Oh, they're all over me! Oh, God!
So, you made it to this story, huh? Well, who cares? Because I'm still gonna come for you tonight. If you have not heard this entire message, please hold on. It will repeat. Freddy's back. And I'm so glad you called, because now I know where you live. And if you don't make it through today's story, I'll find you, and I'll split you in two.
On a cold, dark night, two figures move slowly across the mist-laden moors of northern England.
Come on, Denise, don't dawdle.
But I'm cold, Henry, and I don't like being out here at night.
Now listen here, I've gone through enough trouble to get my hands on Alicia's money. I had to marry her for one thing, even though I loved you. Then disguising myself as a burglar, breaking into my own house, and chasing Alicia out here onto the moors where I knew her weak heart would give out. All of this I did for us. But now I look like a fool, Denise, possibly even a suspect, because the police can't find her body.
But, Henry, you said you saw her fall.
Yes, it was somewhere right around here. Maybe she had enough strength left to crawl a little ways before she died. We must find her body, or I may never see her money. You do want to marry a rich man, don't you?
Yes, Henry.
Then check in those bushes. I'll take a look down here. Maybe she sank into a bog. Go on.
All right. But, Henry, what if we don't find her body?
Then we must find some jewelry, or at least a piece of clothing, something that... Denise, where are you?
Henry.
Denise, is that you? Dear Lord. Alicia!
Yes, Henry. What are you doing here?
I wanted to find your body.
Then let me help you, darling.
No! Get back! Get... Ah! Oh, no, the book!
I'm being sucked down. Help me, Alicia. I already have, darling. You wanted to find my body? Well, now you will at the bottom of the fog. Goodbye, Henry.
No, Alicia, come back! Help me, someone! Help! Ah!
I love happy endings. Call me back tomorrow or I'll get you. And your little dog, too. If you missed any of this message, it will repeat. It's Freddy Krueger on your phone. Hello, my old friends. I'm glad to see you're still with me because I got a killer of a story for you today. Listen up.
Hey, Sam, did you see it? No, Ed, and I could have sworn I hit it dead on. Well, there's no sign of that deer anywhere. It's like it just vanished into the pond. The pond? Oh, my God, Ed, look where we are. Oh, Jesus, now calm down, Sam. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that we're here. A coincidence? It was a year ago to this day that it happened, and we swore we'd never come near this place again. Poor Charlie. Now, Sam, we both know it was an accident. I guess so, Ed, but I've been feeling awfully funny about this lately. Maybe we should have told the police. Want to get locked up for manslaughter? Not to mention losing our hunting licenses for the rest of our lives. Listen, you wouldn't have helped me bury him in the weeds if you hadn't thought it was an accident, Sam. Hey, he was my best friend, too, but how were we supposed to know it was Charlie rustling around in the bushes and not that deer we've been chasing? He was a good hunting buddy, and I'm sure Charlie wouldn't want us to lose our licenses over an honest mistake. Anyway, it's getting dark, so let's just get the hell out of here and try to... Hey, what the... I can't move. Neither can I, Ed. It's like something in the mud's grabbed a hold of me. Jesus, Ed, look! Rising out of the weeds, it's Charlie. Oh, God, Ed, look at his face. It's all eaten away. Oh, darling, please stay away. Jesus, Ed, his whole body's crawling with worms.
So lonely, waiting for you to join me.
Now, wait a minute, Charlie. It was an accident. No, don't touch me.
So lonely, waiting for you.
No! Hey, wait! Please, Charlie! Ah!
So lonely. Remember, kiddies, only 12 more chopping days left until Halloween. And Freddy's got some special plan just for you.
If you have not heard this entire message, please hold on. It will repeat.
Hello again, lunch meat. Get ready, because here comes a real slice-of-life story.
Late one night at the home of Alex and Kate Wilkinson.
I'm coming. Oh, Jim, I wasn't expecting you this late. Please, come in.
Kate, I've got something important to tell you about Alex.
He's all right, isn't he, Jim? Please, tell me he's all right.
Now, don't worry, Kate. Things are going to work out fine. You know Alex is a national hero, the first human to actually pilot a spaceship through the tail of a comet. The data he retrieved will keep the boys at NASA busy for years.
Then why is he still in the hospital?
Well, Kate, it seems that certain unknown elements contaminated the inside of Alex's ship, and the side effects were more severe than we thought.
But, Jim, you said everything's going to work out fine.
Oh, yes, Kate. Everything's going to be okay.
But I don't understand. If Alex is... Ow! Jim! Let go of my arm! You're hurting me!
Not Jim, Kate. It's Alex.
Alex? But how could... Oh, my God!
Kate stared in horror as hundreds of tiny tentacles burst out of Jim's body, his flesh peeling back to reveal a hideous green face that had once been her husband.
Alex! It can't be!
Yes, Kate. It's me.
But, Jim!
You've been here, Kate, with me. Oh, how I missed you, Kate. And now that I've found you, I want you to join us in here. Together we can seek our relatives, our friends. We can all grow together, getting stronger and stronger.
No! Alex! Please let me go!
Kate tried desperately to free herself, but hundreds of tentacles coiled tightly around her, pulling her slowly towards his ever-widening mouth.
No! Alex! Please! If you still love me, please don't!
All Hallows Eve is only 11 days away, and Freddy's got special plans. And you could be part of it if you dare. If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat. Welcome, my children of the night. Have you been getting your sleep? Oh, you have? Well, I'll have to
I don't think this shortcut was a good idea, Dave. I don't see the highway anywhere. Looks like we're in the middle of a farm.
Are you kidding, Bruce? All of Iowa's like being in the middle of a farm.
Bruce is right, honey. I don't think this road goes through to the freeway. You saw that sign about trespassing.
Who cares? This place is so spread out that no one's going to give a damn if one car... Oh, hell. There's a dead end up ahead. Now we got to turn around anyway.
Don't sweat it, Dave. It's only a couple of miles back to the road. Holy cow, look up ahead. There's somebody standing in the road.
Boy, they sure growing big around here. He looks like the Jolly Green Giant.
Sure as hell looks like he wants to talk to us.
Come on, slow down. You're going to flood him over.
Hey, you kids, can't you read no signs? This here's private property. Now, you get out of that car. I'm going to put you to work feeding the pigs to make up for your trespassing. Come on now. Don't make me get you out the hard way.
Is this guy kidding or what?
David, what are you doing? Don't run him down.
Don't worry, I'm just going to nudge the dumb ox out of the way.
Jesus, he's lifting up the car. Oh, God, hang on. He's going to turn us over.
Are you two all right?
I think so.
Damn it, I can't move. Oh, my God, David, he's got a pitchfork. Oh, no.
I warned you. Now I'm going to have to get you out the hard way.
No, please don't. Oh, David! Oh, my God, he pulled Bruce out of the car like a bale of hay.
Now it's your turn, Missy.
David, help me! No!
David! Dana! No, mister, please don't!
Darn kids. Just don't have no respect for private property these days.
Remember, the magic number is now 10. Only 10 more days till Freddy's special Halloween treat. If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat. So glad you called, because Freddy's ready to rock and roll you with more blood-curdling tales that are always a cut above the rest.
Yeah, it's midnight here on the big 101 FM. This is Flip Dixon coming at you in stereo from the witching hour. And happy Halloween to all you children of the night out there. I'm going to take some more phone calls now, so let's find out where all the hot parties in town are happening. Billy Miller, our faithful engineer, is standing in the booth by the phones waiting for your call, so let's hear from you. Yes, you're on the air with Flip.
Hello? Is this Flip Dixon?
You got him, honey, in the flesh. Now, where's the party?
Listen, you gotta warn people. Something came out of the sky tonight. Some kind of spaceship. Me and some friends saw it come down. It landed by the old church and...
Yeah, darling. And these horrible green, scaly monsters with glowing red eyes came out, and if they touch you, you melt into a little pool of goop. Listen, honey, I've been hearing this story over the phones all night, and I don't appreciate these prank calls. I know it's Halloween, but enough's enough.
No, you gotta believe me. You got to warn people.
Save it for Orson Welles, honey. Now get off this line before I...
Oh, my God. No. Stay back, please. No, don't. Ah!
Hey, honey, are you still there? Hello?
Ah!
Billy! Billy, are you all right? Billy? What's going on in there? Excuse me, folks. It appears we're having a little technical difficulty, and Oh, my God! It's true! They're in here! Horrible creatures! Hideous, scaly eyes like fire! Moving so slow like they're floating above the ground! No! Get back! No, don't touch me! No!
If you think that was scary, wait till you see what I got planned for Halloween. If you have not heard this entire message, please hold on. It will repeat. Freddy's home. Oh, you again. Well, Freddy's always in the mood for company. Especially slayed and roasted for a late night snack. Now, come closer, children. Freddy Krueger has a tale to tell.
Hey, Frank, bring that lantern over here. I found another junction box ripped out of the wall.
I'm coming, Jack. Geez, that's the third one we found tonight. You know, the supervisor told me there must be something about this part of the sewer that attracts vandals. He says that every year on Halloween he gets hundreds of complaints from the folks in this neighborhood about goblins in the sewer.
That's probably just a bunch of kids in costumes, Frank. You know how they mess around on Halloween? Egging houses, putting toilet paper on trees and like that?
Yeah, but pulling out junction boxes is another thing. You know, Jack, kids shouldn't play in the sewer. It's dangerous down here.
It sure is. In fact, Hey, Frank, did you see that? Someone just ran across the tunnel up ahead. Let's go get him.
Hey, little fella, come back here.
There he is, Frank. We got him cornered.
Gee, Jack, I never been in this part of the sewer before.
Part of the old system. It's been shut down for years. All right, kid, you're coming with us. Shine your flashlight on him, Frank.
Yikes! What a creepy costume that kid's got on. No wonder the neighborhood thinks there's goblins down there. Look at those fangs on that mask. Take it off him, Frank, and we'll bring him up to the street. Yeah. All right, little fella. Let's get that mask off so we can see. Ah, Jack! He bit off my finger. I don't think that's a mask he's wearing. Frank, look, there's hundreds of them all around us. If they're not kids, they must be goblins! Quick, Frank, make a run for it. Ah, Jack, help! They're nibbling at my knee. Oh, no, Frank, they're all over me, too. Oh, don't get over me, help! Ah!
Remember, Halloween is just around the corner. And this year, the party's at Freddy's house. See you there. I'm glad you called today, because I have an extra special story for you about things unknown, things unseen. Yes, a nightmare's always more hideous when it's hidden.
Detectives McCullen and Loomis walked into a secluded ward inside the city hospital. On the bed in front of them lay the bullet-riddled body of a middle-aged businessman named Charles Douglas.
What a bizarre case, Loomis. A successful guy like this with no past criminal record suddenly starts wasting nuns left and right.
And he's still breathing after taking 13 slugs in the chest. We're lucky to catch this creep.
McCullen!
Speaking of creeps, Burke, how'd you get in here?
McCullen, you gotta listen to me.
Listen, I'm sick of your crazy stories, Burke. Aliens taking over people's bodies to commit murder. You reporters will do anything for a headline.
No, McCullen, this is the truth. I've been on this story for months. There were others before Douglas. I've seen it happen. When this man dies, the creature will have to leave his body to find another. That's when it'll show itself. That's when we can kill it.
Loomis, please escort this civilian out of the security ward.
Let's go.
No! This creature lives to murder! We gotta kill it now before it finds a new home!
Get him out of here. Aliens, give me a break. Well, it looks like you are dead now, buddy. At least you saved the taxpayers the cost of a trial.
McCullen turned to leave. Suddenly, something heavy struck the back of his head, sending him sprawling to the floor. Barely conscious, McCullen stared up in horror as the corpse of Charles Douglas leaned over him, bringing its chalk-white face close to his. And then he saw it, a huge, oozing, hideous creature pulling itself out of the corpse's mouth with fiery tentacles. McCullen tried to scream, but the creature plunged itself into his open mouth, and like a giant snail, it hit its way down McCullen's throat as he kicked and twisted on the floor. It had found a new home.
Well, that certainly was a mouthful. Remember, kiddies, Freddy's got big plans for Halloween, and you're part of it. So call back tomorrow. If you have not heard this entire message, please hold on. It will repeat. It's Freddy time once again. But I ain't gonna tell you no more fairy tales. No. Because it's getting too close to Halloween. And I want to tell you about a little shindig I'm having over at my house. That's right. Freddy's gonna have a Halloween party. And you're all invited. Yes, all of you, my children. And I expect to see you there on Halloween for the time of your life. Just have Mommy and Daddy drop you off at my door. But don't bother telling them when to pick you up, because no one's going home. We're gonna have so much fun together. We'll play some of Freddy's favorite Halloween games. What kind of games? We'll just keep calling for the next few days, and I'll tell you all about them. And remember, on Halloween, if you're very lucky, you might even get to talk to me. For real. Yes, when you call on Halloween, Freddy might be on the other line ready to talk to you live. So you better be prepared. And I want to know, have you been listening every day to my little stories, huh? You haven't? Well, don't just sit there by yourself eating your heart out. Let Freddy help you. I'll come into your room tonight and all. Maybe next time you'll learn to listen when Freddy calls.
Speak to Freddy live. For details, call 900-660-FEAR. $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat.
Hello again, Nightmare fans. Freddy Krueger's back, and I'm stronger than before. Hi, this is Scott Shannon, a radio DJ from New York City. Saturday is Halloween. Aha! My friend Freddy's favorite day. It's a day to scare your best friends, but
Freddy's got other plans. He wants to speak to you live on the telephone.
Happy Halloween, foolish mortals. Freddy Krueger has a special treat for you today. If you're one of my lucky callers selected at random, you'll talk to me live. I mean, while you're awake. And safe. Talk to me live. Freddy Krueger is waiting just for you.
That's right. You can call 900-660-FRED. 660-FRED on Halloween, and you might be one of the lucky or unlucky people to speak live to that nightmare on Elm Street himself, Freddy Krueger. When you call 900-660-FRED this Saturday, you might just find yourself on the line with the real live, that's right, the live Freddy Krueger. Frightening, isn't it? There's more frightening news. If you're the 10th caller to reach Freddy, you'll win a Freddy accessory prize kit, which includes a I Spoke with Freddy certificate and button. So don't forget Freddy live on the phone Halloween Day. Now, Freddy wants you, so join his new fan club. Send $14.95 in check or money order to Freddy Fan Club, Box 528, Gracie Station, New York, New York, 10028. More on the Freddy Halloween giveaway tomorrow. If you didn't hear this message in its entirety, please hold on. It will repeat.
Freddy's here, and it's one day closer to my favorite holiday, Halloween. You know why I like Halloween so much? Because that's when all the other monsters and hideous deformed demons and ghastly creatures of the dark take the night off. Yes, that's what Halloween's all about. All Hallows Eve. The only night of the year you puny mortals have the nerve to mock the evil ones because they're not around. Your feeble attempts at being frightening really make me laugh. With your costumes and your masks and your makeup and glowing pumpkins ready to be squished. Ooh, scary. Grow up, suckers. Because I stick around on Halloween. And you know why? Well, just imagine walking into the middle of a huge herd of deer on the first day of hunting season, huh? And you're the only hunter, huh? You see, you're all such easy pickings, and you're all mine. That's why I love Halloween. Now, don't forget, you're all invited to my party. Just pick up the phone on Halloween, call my number, and you'll be there. And you might even get to talk to me. For real, can you dig it? Huh? Can you? The party's gonna be at my house, and we're gonna play all my favorite games. Like, pin the children on the wall. Or bobbing for brains. And if you're real lucky, you might even win a prize, like living to see tomorrow. So don't fall asleep, because Freddy Krueger's coming for you.
Speak to Freddy live. For details, call 900-660-FEAR. $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat. Freddy's back, and he's better than ever. Hello, my children. Halloween will soon be here, and I can't wait. What's that? You can't either? Well then, let's get ourselves in the mood with a little story from... Hey you! Where do you think you're going?
No, please.
You think you was gonna get away from me? Huh? No way, sugar. No one gets away from Freddy Krueger. Now, remember, kiddies, you're all invited to my party on Halloween. So just pick up the phone, call my number, and you'll be there. And maybe you'll get to talk to me for real. And then again, maybe you won't. Maybe you won't even make it through tonight. Because now that you've called, I know where you live. And I'll be coming for you in your dreams. In your deepest, darkest dreams. You'll just be lying there, sound asleep, safely tucked in your little bed. And suddenly, you're on Elm Street. And those stupid little brats will be jumping their stupid little rope outside my house, singing my song. And then you creep up. Quietly, you go inside. Suddenly, the door slams behind you. And now you're falling, end over end, deeper and deeper into the darkest pit. And suddenly, you're flat on your back in Freddy's playroom. nice game of darts. Here they come. Until tomorrow, pleasant dreams.
Speak to Freddy live. For details, call 900-660-FEAR. $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat. I knew you'd call me today because I know you want to spend Halloween with the original party animal, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, you've come at the right time. My Halloween party's in full swing. Go ahead, step inside. Everyone's having a hell of a time. Where are you going? You're not leaving me so soon, are you? Oh. Yes. I guess you'll just have to try again, because I'm waiting for you. Remember, today is Halloween, and we've got special work to do, you and I. You've got the body, and I've got the brain. But you gotta prove yourself if you want to join forces with Freddy. You know, be my kind of people. Because if you're the type who checks under your bed before going to sleep, if you shiver under the covers when the lights are out, then tonight I may be coming for you. So all you little trick-or-treaters out there in your little costumes and masks and makeup, think nothing to fear as you go door to door begging for candy. Watch out! Freddy Krueger's gonna be out there, too. Yeah, and if I'm not behind that next bush, or if I'm not around that next corner down the street, sooner or later, you'll have to go to sleep. And I'll be waiting for you. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. If you have missed any of this message, it will repeat. It's Freddy back, kiddies. Yeah, what? The carnival's back in town. We're going to the sideshow. My favorite part. You know, they say you can't get much from a stone. Well, I'm gonna show you how.
Luther walked across the fairground. Nothing caught his eye until he spotted a long black tent with an old wooden sign.
Dr. Carrion's Carnival of Terror. See a collection of horrors from around the world and beyond. Sounds good to me.
In the darkness, he saw a man beheaded, a bloody Iron Maiden, a woman boiling in oil.
A wax museum. Big deal.
Surrounded by a pile of bones was a round black stone. Luther read the sign beside him.
Warning, do not touch the deadly blood rock. This seemingly harmless creature thrives on human blood. Oh, please.
Something wrong? I'm Dr. Carrion. I see you're displeased.
This whole show's a fake, Guy, and so are you. And this stupid rock, you expect me to believe it's alive?
Then pick it up, my friend. Unless you're afraid.
I will. Blood rock, huh? There. Hey, what is this? Get it off!
Three fangs flamed from the stone, piercing Luther's hand. The creature punched every drop of blood from Luther's body, reducing him to a bone-dry husk. Dr. Carrion set the blood rock back on its pedestal.
There, darling.
Step right up, folks. I guess there's a sucker born every minute. But don't you be one of them. Call me back tomorrow. Dreams.
Kids, don't forget when you call tomorrow, you could be randomly selected to talk to one of our live operators and become eligible for your chance to win a trip to Six Flags in Houston and go for a ride with Freddy Krueger.
Krueger here. If you didn't hear this entire message, hold on. It'll repeat. Well, congratulations. Welcome to Phone Land. Ready to play my interactive brain game? Listen up, lunch meat. You gotta be good to beat me. Good and fast. I don't take any prisoners. If you already know the rules, press 1 now on your touch-tone phone to get into the meat of it all. If you don't know the rules, stay on the line for one of my little piggies who'll give you all of that on how to play. If you don't have a touch-tone phone, you're already history. Too bad, so sad.
Hey, welcome to the Freddy Krueger trivia game, where we give away $250 every day to the player having the highest daily score. No individual caller can win the daily prize more than twice. Freddy will challenge you to a series of questions related to his movies. By responding correctly on your touch-tone telephone, you accumulate points and get to wager all or part of your score in the final Freddy. After the game, you will hear a message telling you if you have the daily high score. You have 5 seconds to respond to questions from level 1 and 2. You have 10 seconds to respond to questions from levels 3 through 5 and Final Freddy. There is a limit of 5 calls per day per household. For complete rules and regulations, write to Freddy, care of 900 USA, Post Office Box 7012, FDR Station, New York, New York, 10022. Void where prohibited.
Using the keypad on your touch-tone telephone, please enter your home telephone number with area code first. Enter these numbers carefully.
Dreams can come true. Stuck in nightmares. Ask Freddy Krueger.
Foolish person, you. Don't you know? Freddy Krueger will never die. You thought you killed me, you nightmare on that street. I don't believe it. Freddy's coming free. I'm coming to visit you tonight.
Why is he after us? What does this mean? Nothing. Your parents, my parents, they both are alive.
Parents, Barry, Freddy Krueger. Always finishes what he starts. Your worst dreams come true when I'm around. And I'm always around. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Don't let him kill me too!
I'm a Freddy fan. Freddy has Nancy trapped here on the phone. Find out what happens to her and see what else Freddy Krueger has in store for you. Call back tomorrow. And if you want to be a member of Freddy's fan club, write Freddy Fan Club, P.O. Box 528, New York, New York, 10028. Remember, if you did not hear all of this message, it will repeat. Thanks for calling, you foolish person, you. Freddy Krueger always finishes what he starts, and he's coming to get you. In Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, I finish off some past problems. Problems that have been harming me. Problems like this.